Evening, everyone. T-Speaker 222 XRP Future Millionaire with the side bet on XLM and Future Digibyte OG. So as you can see, we're falling through a little bit. I wouldn't get too nervous yet, but you guys seen one of them has bounced off of our level, and that's DGB. We've been talking about DGB so much around here, and I always tell you guys with where it was at, and it came down to the 6.2 and 6 cents. And that's typically a strong bounce point. Then it went up and came back in our support zone 6.3 right here. So right when it hit 6.3, I wasn't even paying attention. Honestly, I've been trying to cover all this stuff and dealing with my son. I was not paying attention to DGB as much as I should have. And it was right in front of us, that's for sure. And it's just like this with all of them. So eventually they're all going to hit a support zone and they're going to do exactly what DGB did. I guarantee it. But they're going to come crashing down if they do what DGB did. Because look, DGB was up 22%. And if you just went to take a piss, you know, you've already lost. I mean, it's come way down already. It's crazy. It's already come down 12.5% from the jump. But it got pushed up. It could be one of those things where they're trying to throw people off and they got little ones popping off here and there. But a lot of times, like I told you guys, I used to say that DGB was a stable coin and people used to make fun of me. But it's for situations like this. People don't know where to throw their money. DGB is so cheap, they just throw it in there. And then it has things like this happen during a crash moment. Happens all the time in regular bull market. So, and in the bear market, because people need to know where to throw their money. So this was a warning I gave out. This should be no surprise what's going on here. But I will tell you, there's a scenario working itself out, and it's outside of my main three, but it's one that I cover quite regularly, and I don't mind doing it. But it's Matic. There's an opportunity presenting itself at this $1.29, $1.28 level. And I've had this out here for quite some time, and if you look at it, it's going to need a relief rally somewhere. It had a nice top and reversal at the top. The only thing is, you know, can it keep coming down? Sure it can. But this would be the logical spot where if it was going to have a relief rally, it would be at about $1.28. I mean, I targeted $1.29, but you could go anywhere. But $1.29 is a great area. So, like, if you've been waiting for Matic and you're looking for a relief bounce, there's a good chance that when it does get a relief bounce, even if it can't even make it past up here, this would be a bounce of 14.76%. And that would be one of the higher bounces on these kind of rounds. So you guys need to pay attention to Matic. When the time's right, if you're going to pounce on one, even like XRP, when I'm looking at all of them, because I look at all of them, if you look at how all of these are pulling back, so let's go to XRP in the 45. So let's say, just like Matic, XRP, if it pulls up and does the same thing as Matic, so we come up to the top, we come down. With XRP, it's only 8.6%. Doge, it's 9.5%. So if you're looking for a huge swing trade, if we go back to the upside, Matic's the one that you should keep your eye on. That's got a huge potential building up here. And I only wanted to tell you because, you know, that's what I do and that's what I do best. So there's huge potential with Matic. I mean, absolutely huge. And then you go to XLM just for transparency purposes, so you guys can see the difference between what we're talking about here. Because it's a huge difference with Matic. And I do my due diligence. I go through the board, and if it warrants it, I'll show you guys. And this time it warrants it. And I'm not saying it's going to bounce now, but I'm saying when it finds that bounce spot, and it's damn close to that $1.29 that I had out there when it was all the way up at $1.75 before it fell through again. I mean, when I put this out for Matic, or $1.70 is where I had it out, and I had $1.29 out here. And today, if it swings all the way back down there, and it had to be a certain pattern, fuck me if this doesn't fit it, because it could have done this at $1.39, and I didn't say anything earlier. It very well could have bounced off $1.39, and this could have done what I was talking about. But with Bitcoin's instability, so I'm just telling you guys, this is imminent breaking news. Obviously, we're crashing through, but there's going to be some significant bounce spots if you find the right one. And Matic seems to be coiled up so deep that when it goes, in comparison to and like I said, I think we could be finishing off these cup and handles. I really do. DGB already did. DGB finished off the very top one in like 2 seconds. And this is only 8.7% as well. And then you go to Matic. This is what you look for if you're looking for coiled up ones. This thing overshot. It oversold. And now I would rather just go from the top of this right here so that you guys can see it just like we did with XRP and XLM. So, I mean, this is 14.9% just from at that point. Just at that point. That's almost 6.5% more than XRP, Doge, XLM, any other ones that I was going through. The only thing is we got to watch and wait for this to get ready to turn. But what a great buying opportunity that everybody has right now that's been patient, that's been paying attention, and is understanding. Even if you took that ride with Doge or any of them earlier, you had the chance to get out before it made the turn back down. Like I said, I made a whole whopping $75 and it was worthless. But again, it's building my trading, you know, it's building my, hey, you got to buy, and if it does this, you do that. So this is a breaking news alert. Pay attention. I don't believe we're going to fall flat on our face yet. It's coiled up. I believe that DGB is trying to hint at something, and it's way ahead of the pattern. You've seen it's had two different bursts today, and it's up 17% right now, ladies and gentlemen. So I believe DGB is trying to tell us something. I really do. And if you would have looked in the same fashion as we would have with the rest, you see DGB was coiled up for about the same move as XRP, XLM. So if DGB moved like that off of a move like this, it leads you to wonder what Matic can do. And it's got an update being released soon. So it really does. So it's got my jollies going right now. So just pay attention, because it is at the ideal support level where you could even buy it right now. It's 1 cent. It's 1 cent from my target. So stay blessed, everybody.